Hello everyone, this is Princess Farron and I welcome you once again to Final Fantasy XIV. So we are here to see through the main scenario quest of patch 5.5. So we're here at Mordana and we'll enter the Rising Stones. So let's go! Oh, it's going to be a blind playthrough of the story, so I have no idea what's going to happen. Whether we'll have a new duty or not. I'm assuming it will be a short patch, but we'll see. In regards to the main scenario quest. The company we keep. Ah, Jude, you're looking well. I take it you managed to squeeze in some rest. If you came hoping for tidings from Criley, I'm afraid we're still waiting. But we do have some odd scraps of news to share. Scraps, she says. Lunar primals have been popping up all over the place. But the Alliance has the situation well in hand, thanks in no small part to Hori Boulder and the others. Meanwhile, talks with the Beast Tribes are going even better than expected. Encouraged by Ulda's progress with the Almalja, Gridania has opened negotiations with the Ixal, believe it or not. All of which is obviously very encouraging, but with the Telorophoroi still out there, it's not as if we can afford to lower our guard. I wonder how Alfino's friend is faring. Darn what. Ah, we were just talking about the Alliance. May I ask what's on the agenda? So the Alliance would bring all of the Beast Tribes into the fold at a single stroke. An ambitious plan, given the delicacy of the negotiations. But mayhap an expedient one, considering the threat we face. To arrange such a meeting must have been quite an undertaking, not only diplomatically, but practically. Pray, inform the Alliance that we would be honored to participate. We shall make for Alamigo without delay. Alrighty. Well, now that we have accepted the invitation, who exactly is going to attend? I move that you and Yustola lead our contingent. Given how long you have worked to end summoning, it is only right that you be present for what promises to be a historic moment. I think we've all played our part in that little endeavor, don't you, Jude? All present might rightly claim a seat, I do quite agree. But by your leave, I believe I shall remain here and lend what assistance I can to the coordination of our defensive efforts. You'd rather not be interrogated. Very well then, while those with a mind to hold the fort get on with holding it, I suggest the rest of us make for Alamigo, shall we? I wonder if we'll actually have some voice acting in this patch. I was hoping we would. Okay. Oh, let me just okay. Like that, we'll spend less. to go. Doing the quest is my main job. Bard. Okay, is there some fighting in between all the talking? Do I have a connection here to the palace? Nope. Okay, here we go. Ooh, so many people. Okay. Here we are. Oh, there they are. The tribes. It's nice to see everyone. Oh. Wow. Really, everyone. Oh, how friendly. Nice.
Esteemed guests, you honor us with your presence. As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would!
Is he a cousin of Yoda's? Hear it we would.
Ah! Beyond forgiveness these featherless ones are! With rivers of blood shall they pay. Freed our people must be!
Yeah, he's related to Yoda, to Master Yoda.
We too would see your kin liberated. But ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
If all else fails, I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered?
Think for a moment. Ponder, consider, think. If Merlwyb truly intended to bombard the towers, she would have done so by now. Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
Oh, look, he is.
Y'Stola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
A paragon, the Empire, our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
That our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied. In this chamber, I see masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters of the land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome.
Wow.
I beg your pardon?
What is it, EndWalker? Do not express your passion thus. A little city will outdo us, perhaps. Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest. We Sahagin will play our part.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future as allies united in purpose.
Make mock of the Ixal, the Paragon does! Turns kin into puppets! Pits brother against brother! Free them from his grasp, we shall!
Yes, yes, Master Yoda.
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, the Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
We accept! We accept!
Praise me!
Everyone's excited and hopeful.
It's taken a while, but I do believe we might be one step closer to a world without primals. Would that Minfilia were here to see it.
No.
We still have a long way to go, and we're going to need a lot more Porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
If I may have your attention, there is one other point I would like to raise. As we can all agree, freeing those held captive must take precedence over every other concern. But experience has taught us that none save those with the capacity to resist tempering can hope to enter the towers unscathed. And even once inside, a still greater threat may yet await them, that which we call a primal. Needless to say, if we are to succeed, engaging with such foes can only ever be considered a last resort. And so I move that we seek to prevent them from being summoned in the first place.
Yes! Both prayer and ether are needed for the ritual. Should either one be denied, the summoning would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the process depends. Do so, and it may present a way to halt the summonings, or perhaps even neutralize the towers entirely.
A promising proposal. While you are conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant, lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them. To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
We Amalja would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
I see we are all in accord. But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours? I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the Scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea. What say you, my friend?
Okay, I would call it the Grand Company of Eorzea.
But that's the name I...
A fine choice, for there is none here who does not love Eorzea.
Aye, in that we shall ever be united.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Then let it be recorded that on this day, the Grand Company of Eorzea was born.
She's all teary-eyed.
How long have we dreamed of this moment? And now that it's here, Oh, forgive me. Might we speak outside?
Well, now that we are out of earshot of the other delegates, I hope you will forgive me if I speak my mind. Let me begin by saying that I have dreamed of this day since the moment I first set foot upon these shores, and that I was as heartened as anyone to see the peoples of Eorzea pledge their solidarity. Yet, even as they uttered their declarations, all I could think about was the conflict to come, of the sacrifices that would be made and the lives lost. Inevitabilities that I still struggle to accept. But at least now there is hope. The formation of the Grand Company of Eorzea is the first step, the first of many. Elder Sitsia, how may we be of service? I seek Master Alfino's assistance in a matter involving Gridania's neighbors, the Sylphs. I know that you and yours have long kept a weather eye upon the crystal trade, the better to predict the coming of primals, and so you will be familiar with the Sylphs of the Ashcrown Consortium. Through their dealings, they have cultivated relations not only with the city-states, but many other communities besides. Communities such as the Beast Tribes. Just so. It is our hope that we might make use of the self-established lines of communication to coordinate the efforts of our new fellowship. Yet there remain certain practical differences between a trade consortium and a grand company. If the Sylphs are to perform their task effectively, they will require the counsel of one versed in the operational aspects of an armed force. An armed force founded with the self-same goal in mind, no less. The Crystal Braves, yes. Forgive me, Master Alfino, I know that it was a painful chapter in your life, but the experience may yet be made to serve the realm. In my hubris, I plotted a course for the Crystal Braves which stretched far beyond the Order's initial conception. One intended to pave the way for the founding of what I intended to call the Grand Company of Eorzea. But my plans all came to naught. Built upon a frail foundation of lofty ideals, the Order was doomed from the first to collapse under the weight of more worldly interests. And I have no wish to see this new endeavor suffer the same fate. Mayhap I ask too much of you? Not at all. You may count upon my assistance for what little is worth. But your leave, I shall prepare a report including a list of recommendations drawing on the lessons I learned from the failures of the Crystal Braves. You have my gratitude, Master Alfino, and my trust. When your report is ready, pray share it directly with the Sylphs. With your guidance and the earnest efforts of every goodly soul gathered here this day, I have no doubt but that our fellowship shall emerge from the shadow of the Telophoroi and flourish. Until next we meet, my friends. Before committing anything to writing, there are a number of people whose thoughts I should like to hear. Former Braves, you understand. Might you join me in seeking them out? As if you have to ask. Thank you. As someone who witnessed the Order's rise and fall, yours would be a reassuring presence. I'll join you. If you're planning to canvass the opinions of your former comrades, it will be a lot quicker if we share the task of questioning them. Then mayhap Graha can lend a hand as well. I shall accompany Thancred back to the Rising Stones. Between us, I dare say we should be able to provide an accurate enough account of the day's events. We should be glad of your company, Graha. I shall explain the details on the way. Alrighty. If you have no objections, I have a mind to begin by speaking with Joel and Elian. If memory serves, the two of them will be attending an intelligence briefing at Castro Morians. Let's seek them out there. Too much noise over there. That's why I decided to step aside. In a manner of speaking, I have been assigned a task, you see, for which I require the assistance of former members of the Crystal Braves. It's almost comforting listening to this music. It's so familiar now. Kinda looks like Zell from Final Fantasy XIV. Wow. I am at a loss for words. Thank you, my friends. To hear this from you means more than you know. Yeah, it was beautiful. Forgive me, Jude, could you... Why do you think the Crystal Braves ended in failure? see, so while our ranks comprise a diverse range of people, each with their own individual strengths, we are all united in purpose. Thank you, my friends. With your permission, I shall make a record of our discussion and refer it when drafting my recommendations. Until we meet again. So we'll be doing a lot of talking. Apparently. Alize in Gridania. New Gridania? Alrighty. Here we are. Thanks to Tatar's ever-dependable intelligence, we managed to track down a handful of former braves without any great difficulty. Some were forthright, others less so, but we heard enough to form a picture. I must warn you, Alfino, some of their comments were harsh. I can well imagine, but their opinions are no less vital to my report. I seek the unvarnished truth. Thank you. I will set about adding our findings to my own at once. In the meantime, pray go on ahead to Little Solace and seek out Elder Frixio. I will join you anon. Little Solace. What's closest to Little Solace? Okay. Northern Hut. In the beginning of the game, I usually let my character spend the night in one of the tents in Northern Hut. Because I really love Gridania. It was my favorite city-state, even though I started off in Ul'dah. Just a little curiosity. No, I don't want to join a fate right now. Should this one perform the customary dance of greeting? That is heartening to hear, Elder. It will require all ones to work in unison to stop the Toloferoi. Alize, you must come quickly. Whatever's the matter, Alphino? Don't tell me you couldn't read my handwriting. What? No! A twin adder officer accosted me as I was about to set out. Charlian has sent an envoy, who is due to arrive in Gridania at any moment. An envoy? Could it be that Kryl has managed to sway the forum? We shall know soon enough, but there is more. The envoy has requested that the two of us attend the audience with the Elder Cynthia. Really? I can't see why they might want science to be present, but us specifically? Wait, it isn't who I think it is. It is! I could scarce believe it myself, but when I inquired as to the envoy's identity, I was told that it was one Fortuno Lavrieux. Your father? Well now, the fact that a serving member of the forum had journeyed here would be surprise enough, but him? Quite. I gleaned from this that they are taking the matter seriously. That might be, but why him and not one of the other 98 forum members? Unless he volunteered for it. Has been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? Could it be that he is concerned for your well-being? Perhaps. But he has always been reluctant to discuss his work with us. Indeed, and whenever we write to our parents, it is invariably our mother who replies. Nevertheless, I welcome the opportunity to meet with him after so long, even if it is secondary to his true purpose here. Elder Frixu, loath though I am to cut our visit short, we must return to Gridania. Pray accept my apologies along with my report. So kind. The audience will be held at the Lotus Stand, where the Elder sits here waits even now. Let us be on our way. Curtsy. Which is closest? The one in New Gridania. Okay, let's run. Or just let's... yeah, it's faster. Instead of using the ether ride. It's good to be back to these places though. Alrighty. Let me just see here on the map. Okay. Such a beautiful place. Peaceful. My friends, I thank you all for coming so swiftly. Word of Master Fortunat's visit took us quite by surprise. When we, Alliance, granted Mistress Kral permission to request Sharlayan's aid, he did not anticipate so prompt a reply, much less that it would be delivered by a member of the Forum. What the nature of that reply may be, we shall soon discover. Oh, the oh, cute flowers. Oh, they're that. I'm curious. It looks dead.
Elder Seedseer, I thank you for granting me this audience. I am Fortuno Leveilleur, here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortuno, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
It has been too long, Father. You look well.
As do you both.
Oh, he's nice.
Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health. Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louisoix, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene. And my position remains unchanged.
Uh-oh.
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life, who we are. But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the Forum's answer to your request. Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
No, really. Maybe if war comes to you, you'll have a different opinion.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald, one in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider.
He won't listen
You
to
may
the
feel
children.
safe on your little island across the waves, but if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Yep.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye. If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders. It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline. But I see now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure? For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice? It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. Indolence, sorry.
I see your friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike him, you should know better. By espousing such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy. Alphino, Alisaie, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
How can he?
What?
Father.
How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
Master Fourcheneau, while Sharlayan may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Sharlayan's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
Ah, he's rude. Well...
Father! Wait!
Don't bother, Alisaie!
How can you stand there and watch him walk away? How can you let this happen?
Oh, their father will learn the lesson the hard way. So that's what he came here to say. That we're all fools for having the temerity to defend ourselves against the Telophoroi. And as for the rest, like it or not, this was the Forum's decision. To watch from afar while Eorzea burns. Father was but a messenger. And as he handed down their judgment, I could think of nothing to say that could possibly sway him. I still can't. To have prolonged the discussion would have changed little, for it is not only Master Fortuno who must be persuaded, but the Forum as a whole. Their decision was made ere your father crossed the sea. Nor it is like to be changed, and so we shall face the Telophori without their aid. Forgive me, but if they had no intention of helping us, then why would they go to the trouble of sending an envoy in the first place? Why did they not simply keep their counsel, as they are wont to do? Good point. That they're hiding something from us that might go some way to explain Master Fortuno's performance. When he said that they would know if the final days were truly upon us, I dismissed it as pride. But what if they genuinely believe that they know how the world will end and simply disagree with us about the circumstances? Obstructed at every turn. Well, your speculations give me a cause to hope. Yet if these seeds will bear fruit, I cannot say. While it is possible the Sharlayans hide some secret truths from us, there can be no certainty that its exposure will prompt them in a change of heart. And so, for the present, we must needs confront the plight in which we find ourselves. The Forum has refused our request for aid, and it falls to us alone to contend with the Telophori. Even with all of Eorzea standing united, there is no guarantee that we will prevail. What does Sharlayan intend to do if we fail? Chicken fettuccine it is. Pasta. Shush. While Sharlayan's stance is indeed disappointing, we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted from the challenge before us. There is much and more to be done. I shall begin by sharing the Forum's response with my counterparts in the Alliance. Meanwhile, I would ask that the Science... Who's there? Sylphs. Calm yourself, my gentle friend. What has occurred? What? When did this happen? Is it too late to help them? West? That would be Curtis. Oh no. Have they already arrived there? Exactly, they are. Then tell him he shall have it. The time is come for the grand company of Eorzea to prove its worth. Wow. Things are looking gloomy. Well, mayhap it is a mercy that we do not have time to stew upon our misfortunes. Come, my friends, let us make haste to Cartuno. Poor souls. Cackling robed one. Yeah, Fandaniel. Who else? It was only a matter of time before that grinding maniac showed himself again. I shall have an airship ready to bear you to Cartuno. Pray see to your preparations and report to the landing with all haste. At once, my lady. Let us away. Always gentle. Off for now. Someone's performing. Let's use the aetherite. There is $4. Oh, he's there. How is he doing?
Arenvold! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
Oh, we get to listen to him talking. Right? Can he walk?
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh? The day I craned my neck up at you.
Only because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The Chirurgeons say I may never walk again.
It's not set in stone, then.
Come on, Alfino, it could be worse. Besides, I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite.
He wanted to see his friend.
All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in. But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
No?
I am no hero.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast. It's for others to decide. Look, Alphino. You already are a hero. To me and countless others.
Oh.
We see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them.
We carry the dreams of many. We'll carry yours too.
I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you. But I believe in you. Believe that you'll see it through.
Oh.
That's why I'm entrusting my dreams to you. Like Albert and Owley once entrusted their dreams to me.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought. But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be. To tell the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path. Sacrifices will inevitably be made for the sake of the ideals I uphold.
You're not the only one with those ideas.
Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you think I am.
I wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this. In spite of everything, you've come this far. The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out. And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend. Well, I've said my piece, so I'll let you go. I know you've got more important things to be doing. Just give what I've said some thought, all right?
I shall, my friend. And we will meet again soon, I promise.
That was very beautiful.
Nothing left for me to do but wave and smile.
Don't say that.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero, do you know that? You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains? Alphino and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference. If you stop feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
No.
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. But I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
And I reckon you might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
There you go. You can tell me later what that was all about, but judging by the set of Alpha's joy, it appears to have done him some good. Thancred and the others have already left the Rising Stones, and according to the communications officer, Armada and Cabal forces are also bound for Cartano as we speak. They mean to keep the promise they made in Alamigo, and we must do the same by saving as many of the Tempered Keen as possible. Anyway, the airship is ready to depart. We should get going. Of this patch, I'm assuming. Oh, the battle theme. The primals one. The anticipation. It's a good thing that Estinian is now a scion.
My fellow Scions, as I am sure you will have heard, we can expect no help from Charlian, nor are we any closer to discerning the Telophoroi's grand design. And now, our adversary moves against us in unprecedented numbers, compelling us to answer in kind. The outlook, in short, is bleak. Yet though our foes are many, and we but few, we may still tip the balance in Eorzea's favor.
Of course. We will do what we always do. Deal with the ones our allies can't. A less than daunting prospect, judging by your expression. Could it be that you've dispelled your lingering doubts, Alphino?
Oh, I doubt I ever will. But as my friends have kindly reminded me, I have come this far, and that must count for something.
Simple, true, and effective.
Gods be good, Alphino. That's what we've been trying to tell you all along.
For one so bright, you can be remarkably dim at times. There is such a thing as overthinking, you know.
Yes, there is. Trust me.
Might I suggest that we continue this conversation after the battle?
Ooh.
It would appear that Telophoroi have already arrived.
Okay.
I'll do what I can to cure the Tempered, but they'll have to be incapacitated first.
Have care, my friends, for none can say wherefore our foe did choose this fateful field to be our battleground. Whatever may transpire, pray grant him not the pleasure of deterring you.
Alrighty, let's go. Let's just eat something. No. primals are our primary targets.
Prepare yourself!
Let's give it our all!
So fast!
Allow me.
Wait a minute, we need to help Raha.
Right behind you!
Is it working? Ah, he's spying. The little clown. What is he doing? I would say you should be very worried. The flats conceal an etheric confluence, like to the pillars of the Azim steppe, but greater in scale, far greater. The glyphs that Fandaniel has conjured reach into its very midst, and I believe I know their purpose. Should the lunar primals destroy them, it would spark a chain reaction with the potential to obliterate the confluence entirely. The resultant disruption to the flow of ether would sow chaos among the elements, prompting earthquakes, floods, and tempests large enough to lay waste to the realm. So they'll have to protect it. We'll have to protect this. Okay, defeat primal and protect. How are we gonna do? Okay, now as you may say. Okay, this is the big sign.
shall protect thee.
My turn!
May the 12 guide you.
now we'll maybe play as Graha. Here. Yeah. Okay, so we'll experience everyone. Okay, Black Mage. on, Alice, take care of that while I try to help you. So Alfino or Estinian? Or ourselves? Here we go. And I was worried about picking the right class. And we have to switch so often. Okay, so we'll have to destroy them. That's this one.
You're finished!
We are fighting. Pretty similar to the original turning away from the influence. Where's the safe bomb? I'm basically tanking it as hard. Come on. Let's kick his butt. What's next? A few moments to breathe. Forward. What? San Daniel.
And thus another plan went up in smoke. I am beginning to see why Lord Xenos thinks so highly of you.
Annoying.
Not that this changes anything, you understand. You have merely earned yourself a stay of execution.
Many are wounded, and have been tampered with.
Glory be to Garlemore.
Poor Alphino.
How fare the tempered?
We've treated as many as we can, but some were beyond help.
I'm sure most of them will recover.
Do not hang your heads so, brave scions. Though not all of our captured brethren could be saved, we are grateful for those whose minds have been restored. You could do no more, and that is enough. So please hold your heads high.
I should have been quicker. But I'll do better next time. Thank you for your kind words. They mean a lot.
And he means it, I bet. See, your
A
sister's
victory at
right.
great cost, but a victory nonetheless.
Indeed.
We must stay strong and press on. Isn't that right?
One battle at a time, we'll get there.
That we will!
The moon. Oh, this music. You have bellies in here. Really, the Shani knows something that the rest of yours does not. Suzuki. Quite the credits roll. Yeah, I guess it makes sense since that's all we're going to get before the expansion, I think. Since the moon was already presented to us. I wonder if they're going to make many changes to the available actions for all the roles. It's usually quite messy every time a new expansion comes up to get used to all that. Rotations and all that. Spit this a little faster since we can do it. No, the couple that adores Alfredo.
Promise that we just might carry on in a song. Pray don't forget us, your bygone kin. With one world's end as a new begin, and should our souls scatter unto the wind, still we shall live on. Stand tall.
Stand tall, my friends. we have some, you know, first the artwork and now some images of the game. So it's good to remember what happened on the previous expansion. The Amaro. Abed and his loyal steed. His loyal mount. Gratia. The multitasker. It's always good to know that he can do anything in a dungeon. Heal, attack, and tank. I have a screenshot of this thing. You only hear the shot. Or left wondering what happened. Did they actually shoot someone? They didn't. Very bad on his part. Just being all nice to both of them and then suddenly decided they were no longer part of the family. I was originally afraid he might be rude. This moon actually looks like it's made of cheese. Like Cheetos or something. It kind of looks like something grungy. They've run out of images. All right. So let's talk to Sir Emmerich. And he was trying to avoid the inquiry. I had hoped to be able to study the towers more closely, vital as they plainly are to the Telophoros plans. If we can discern their ultimate function, we will be one step closer to understanding our enemy's grand scheme. Should we succeed in neutralizing them, of course, it is all but certain that the Telophoroi will mount an all-out invasion. And then it will begin. The one who awaits at the heart of the chaos will come for us. For you. Yet in the end, our true nemesis may be the calamity to end all calamities, the final days themselves. Yes, alright, Alfino, we need a plan, not portents. As Tancred so eloquently pointed out, we are in a position to seek information from all manner of places, not least Charloyan. According to Kral, the Forum have been more secretive than ever of late. While this may be related to the appearance of Telophoroi, that remains a matter of speculation. But one thing is clear, the Forum is determined to keep us from discovering the truth. Master Fortunat's performance at the Lotus Stand was enough to convince me of that. I cannot. Where we go, here or there, my lance will be ready. And what of you, Jude? Might you be persuaded to join us? Plot a course for Charlian. Here, here. It is time we laid bare the Telophor's dark designs. It appears we are in agreement. We have but to wait for Kral to secure the necessary permissions. In the meantime, there is a matter I would investigate. Does it involve tall structures? By strange coincidence, it does. At present, I have only a creeping suspicion, but with your help I will soon find out whether my fears are warranted. Shush! You have learned emotes. Shush! 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 Meanwhile, in the Garlean capital... Oh, he's changed his outfit.
Those Eorzeans certainly are a stubborn bunch. Though I suppose you knew that already. My plan to redirect the ether from Cartano came to a rather less than satisfactory conclusion. It was, in many respects, an abject failure. Which does, of course, raise the question of where we are going to procure the requisite amount. The obvious solution would be to draw on resources a little closer to home, though that would require our dreamer to dream a trifle more deeply.
So be it. The dreamer will not complain.
Then let us begin the preparations at once. With the gateway of the gods complete, all that remains is to gather the necessary ether, and our prize shall be within reach.
Gateway of the gods. They're wreaking havoc. Destroying everything.
The time has come to fulfill your heart's desire! My desire! To relieve those wretched creatures of their meaningless existence!
And that is appropriate. Moon. Luna. Lunatic. That's him.
While I await you, I shall drink a sea of souls and gorge myself upon the darkened moon.
Dear Lord.
Then you shall come to me, all roiling rage and rancor. And the stars shall bear witness to our final contest.
So, they're going to fight on the moon? Fancy. Quite the setting. So all the universe can watch. Talking about grandiosity.
As I thought, the ethereal currents have been disturbed here too.
It was the same in Thanalan. Make that every location we surveyed.
And the strength of each current has diminished dramatically, far more than could be attributed to a natural occurrence.
What tidings bringest thou from Dravania?
We took a number of readings, and noticed that the closer we were to the tower, the lower the etheric density became. In short,
the towers are drawing upon the land's ether, which would explain how they were able to carry out the summonings.
Our allies must be informed of this. We should return to the Rising Stones and have Tataru relay our findings to them.
Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me.
Heidelin?
Darkness comes. And with it, the end. The fate of the star is in your hands.
Everything all right back there?